Two Guitars, the show where we talk about really important things as we sit between two guitars. I'm joined here with my host, as always, my co-host, Rogelio. Say hi, Rogelio. He doesn't say a whole lot. He's kind of quiet. Well, we have a good show tonight. We got a special guest. We got a video. We have talent shows. We have a game. So stay tuned. I hope you guys can join us for the whole show. Before we start, let's pray, and then we're going to do a little bit of worship. So join me in praying for the show tonight. Lord, we come before you. We give you this time that we get to be together, that we get to, even if it's virtually, we get to worship you. We get to learn from your word, and we get to be just ministered to by you in this time, Lord. So we just give it to you, and we just pray that you be in all these things. In your name we pray. Amen. All right, join me in some worship before we get into our show.
You give life, you are
Wow, that was awesome. Can't wait to get back together with you guys and hear some of that worship live. Good job, Wade, Natalie, and Tristan. That was awesome. Excited to get all the worship teams coming in here and recording. And if you didn't hear last week, we're putting all those recordings on YouTube. So there's a playlist on the YouTube channel under worship, Calvary, or it's One Way Youth Worship. And I think by tomorrow we'll have about a dozen songs on there. So anytime you want to listen, worship with us, you can go click on that and worship with us together. That's pretty cool. All right, well, before I bring on the next guest, a little word from our sponsor, our unofficial sponsor, Chick-fil-A. Here we go.
This week on Real Life Quarantine.
So life in quarantine, it's been pretty chill. I mean, we're hanging out, we're playing games, reading, and just bonding all around. So we don't have a lot of rules in this house, but the one rule I do have, no one touches my chicken nuggets. And today, Someone broke that rule. Family meeting, now!
Now, I don't know a lot, but what I do know is when Carl calls a family meeting, someone's usually in trouble.
Here we go. All right, y'all. I don't demand much. I let you stay here. I let you play my games. I even let you use my hallway as a slip and slide. It was dope.
It was pretty dope.
But someone just crossed the line.
Wow, I guess you could say things are heating up in the kitchen.
Checking? Checking, am I back?
I see the two guitar wants to leave you.
I know, I'm gonna take it about 2 seconds. You should pop up.
Also, we need to right click and select the secondary screen on the OBS. Go to OBS. All right, I think we're back on, guys. Sorry about that. Sometimes the internet, we broke it. Okay, Cool Carl broke the internet. If you want to see that video, it's pretty funny. Go to Cool Carl, type it into YouTube, and it's the quarantine chicken nugget one, or episode 1 of Real Life in the House of Quarantine or something. I don't know. It's pretty funny. Oh well, we lost that video. We broke the internet. Okay, we're going to continue with our show. So, I'm glad you guys stuck around. Did anyone stick around? Oh, it looks like there's a couple people still sticking around. Okay, awesome. So tonight, we have a special guest, of course. We always have our special guest. My guest tonight is a punk rock worship singer, and he is, let's see what I got here, punk rock worship singer, and he holds the record for the youngest youth kid to ever be in our youth group, to start our youth group. Please welcome with me Tristian Alexander Barling.
Yeah.
All right, COVID high five. Good to see you.
That was fancy. You full named me.
I full named you, Tristian Alexander. I found that out today, by the way.
Yeah.
Thanks to your mom. Tristian, I wouldn't have guessed Alexander. It's a good name, but I just wouldn't have thought of it. I would have thought you were like a Tristan Michael or a Tristan John or something basic, but Alexander's pretty cool. I dig it. I dig it. Well, thanks for being on the show. How you doing tonight?
Really tired because I was walking around this whole time.
Waiting for the internet to be fixed.
Yeah.
A lot of people were waiting. Thank you guys for waiting, by the way. We appreciate, you're the real fans, the real heroes.
Yeah, it's pretty rough that I'm tired from walking 2 laps around this.
Well, you were circling, you were doing laps. Tristan was very nervous doing laps, but you look nice.
Well, thank you.
You got a pretty sweet little tropical fish shirt.
Yeah, well,
you outdressed me for sure. I just wear my old black t-shirt.
This is the only thing that's not gym shorts and t-shirt that fits anymore. So
I appreciate you dressing up for our show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so tonight, before we get started, do you want to do a game?
Always.
Okay.
Love games.
Well, I have a question before we start this game.
Okay.
Do you like wearing these masks that we have to all wear?
They suck.
Yeah, they suck.
I can't breathe.
I'm with you.
When I'm wearing sunglasses, fogged up, can't see. That's got to be a driving hazard.
It's the worst. I have refused to wear them most of the time. Actually, I haven't really worn one yet. I'll just be honest with you.
I didn't hear that.
You didn't hear that. I haven't really been in a lot of really public areas that much, so it's okay.
You're good.
But yeah, they're not fun. I really am not enjoying them. But there is one. I found one advantage. Okay.
Okay.
There's one advantage to the face mask. You want to know what it is?
Yeah.
You can make faces at people, and they don't know.
That's true.
You can stick your tongue out at people. You could give them a dirty look, and all they see is your eyes, and they're like, I don't know what they're doing here.
It's very mysterious.
It's very mysterious,
Yeah.
which is good if you're want to, be mysterious.
Right.
But it's also not good if someone's making fun of you. You just don't know. So we have a game. It's called What's Under That Mask, I think, or What's Behind the Mask. So we're going to show you some slides, okay? So Tristian, you can try to guess too,
right.
but
don't show me the answer sheet.
Tristan doesn't know. Okay, he does not know the answers. So
Right.
here's how it's going to work. It's just multiple choice. It's A, B, or C. You know your alphabet?
Yeah.
A, B, and C.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
Okay.
What's next?
D.
Yeah, we're not doing D. Just
Okay.
A, B, and C.
That's good.
A, B, and C. We're going to show you a celebrity. So first one, go ahead and go for it. So here is Chris Pratt. So what you have to do at home is the first person to answer A, B, or C and to get it correct. And we have the answers right here, so I'll tell you if you got it correct. A moderator is standing by to tell you if it's correct and write down the points. The first person to get it correct wins. Do not answer more than once per person. If you answer more than once per person, you're disqualified. You can't just type A, B, C, and then hope one of them sticks. That's not, shotgun effect does not work.
That's what I would do.
Yeah, that's what I would do too. But so we have a rule. You have to answer only once per person, and the first person to get it right wins. So, A, B, or C. Does Chris have a closed mouth, open mouth, or a mouth with his tongue out behind this mask? What do you think, T?
We'll go with B. Open.
Go with B? Well, we already have a winner. It is A, Stacy Ortiz. You win. But you're leader, so you can't win. So, Allie, you win that point. So, we're writing your name down. Allie got the first point. What did you say? B?
I said B.
Yeah, you're wrong.
Yeah,
okay, next one.
I was wrong.
What do we got? Is this Chris Evans, Chris Hinsworth, or Chris Pine?
Okay.
It's kind of hard to tell with the eyes, like I can kind of see it going either way. So first person to answer the correct answer, I got the answer right here. What do you think it is?
I know that's not Captain America. I'll go with Pine.
You gonna go with Pine? You guys trust
C.
Tristan? We'll see. We'll see.
Oh, yeah, we will.
And we have the Brooksy squad. That's Jackson, right?
Brooksy, huh?
Wait.
Broski.
Broski, sorry. Whatever. Brooksy. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Words are hard.
Wait, no.
Oh?
We need to put in a marker for everyone because I'm getting confused at which was that for the last one or this first one?
That was for this one.
Okay.
Pay attention when it switches.
So maybe you should type. We'll type in the comments. Okay, ready for the next one before. That way we don't get confused.
Good.
Who won that one? It looks. Is it Ethan?
Jackson.
But is Ethan at 7:33? Was that for the first slide or the second slide?
It was for this first slide because I was watching it.
Okay. All right. So now we're gonna put in before we do the next one. We're just gonna put in next slide or something or type something in. That way we know which one we're on.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's go ahead and type that out, and then we'll start the next one. All right. Oh, we already put it up.
Oh, we did the
Okay, next question. This is is Kanye snarling, straight-faced, or smiling? What do you think, T? Trust me, T doesn't know, by the way.
Yeah.
Maddie, you can't do it. There's no delay. So you would win too much. You can't win. Okay, but you can guess. You can guess.
No,
but
I
you just
think-
can't win.
I think Kanye's like a
All right,
happy guy
so
most of the time.
it is-
I got to guess still. Hold on. I'm going to go with
Tell, Matt, he
smiling.
can't win either because he's in the building. There's not enough delay. Like everyone else has a 30-second delay. Matt and you can't win if he's here. All right, it's Allie again.
Ethan.
B. Let's see.
Oh.
The answer B.
Oh.
Straight-faced.
Oh.
Allie won a second point,
I'm
right?
bad at this game.
Oh wait.
You went Matt.
Oh.
No. A. B. B. Oh yeah, Ethan.
Hey!
You're right. I don't know why I didn't see that. And yeah, I'm not good at this.
Dude, is your kid winning again?
No. Okay, so who do we have? Allie has one, Ethan has one, and Jackson has one. Okay. All right, we're going to type in before we do the next one. Next one. Okay, go for it. All right. What will Lady Gaga have on her face? Is she puckering? Is she gasping? Or is she smirking?
Lady Gaga has always kind of struck me as like a duck face person, so I'm gonna go with puckering.
Okay. All right.
A.
Matt, stop answering. He's here in the other room. I'm just kidding, Matt. You just can't win. All right, we got a couple up. Jackson says A, and A is correct. Jackson, you got a point. All right, next question's coming up, and once we see that, tell me when you're ready. Kate, ready? Kaylee, tell me when you're ready. All right, next one.
Yeah.
What's the status of Jennifer Lawrence's mouth? Closed, open, or open with tongue out?
I don't know. C? Wild guess.
Oh, you think she's kind of crazy like that? The answer
She's
is
pretty wacky.
C, and Ethan Verne got that one. Let's see it. Yep, Ethan Verne got that one. Wow, you would not think that she was making that face with that mask on. Her eyes look pretty normal. All right, good job, Ethan Verne. All right, we're ready. We're gonna type in next slide, next question. Are you ready? Kaylee, just type in next question?
Yep.
Okay, next one. Let us know. When will he have a clean shave, a beard, or mustache? I think he's had all three at different times, depending on what movie he's in, right?
Yeah, I think the beard was with the long hair, though.
All right.
If I remember my Brad Pitt correctly.
If you remember your Brad, you memorized Brad Pitt's facial hair?
No,
All right.
but I'm going to go with clean shave.
What do we got? Someone answered C. That's Jackson. Let's see it. C is the answer. Yep.
Oh,
He's got that
Jeez.
He's rocking that mustache. All right, let us know when you're ready for the next question. Kaylee.
what's my score? Because I'm doing pretty
I
bad.
think you got one.
We're ready.
That's
You know.
rough.
All right, next one. What do we got? How many teeth will this kid have under the mask? Or be missing, not have. How many will be missing? Because that's a lot different than how many teeth do you have.
C4.
All right, going
It's
with
explosive.
you going with C. He's going with 4, man. This kid was a hockey player.
Could be.
Could be. All right, we have.
Too
Oh, we
much
have a winner
sugar.
already. Cassie, I think is that Alana or?
Prettiest one.
I know. Well, I'm just gonna go off of this. So, Cassie, or actually, or Casey. That's I think it's Alana. Yeah, I think she signed in as Alana earlier. All right. Yep, it's 2 teeth. You got it.
Jeez.
He's not quite a hockey player.
Well, I was thinking like he looks
Yeah.
like he's had a lot of sugar. So
Yeah. Well. All right, Kaylee, tell us when we're ready for the next one.
Alright, hold on.
Okay, next one. Ooh, emoji. What's under the emoji face?
half frown.
A half frown?
Is that even
it
an
is Alana.
emoji?
Give Alana 1 point. Yeah.
B.
You're gonna go with half frown. He's going.
Yeah.
Tristan's going with B. What do you guys think? Anyone? No one's answering yet. I'm waiting for some answers.
See, that's like the apple.
Someone said C.
Emoji.
Nope, it's not. Oh, actually, wait. No.
Oh.
B. It is C.
Oh.
So we got a winner already. Click on it. C. No mouth.
That
was
looks like a
Jackson again.
Oh, you're right.
I think Jackson has 2 points then, or 3.
Jackson. He has 4 points now.
Yo.
All right. Next one. We ready, Kaylee?
Not yet.
Not yet. All right. It's kind of hard to play these games. These aren't really meant to do on YouTube, so bear with us. We're trying to make it work.
Alright.
All right, ready? Go. What do we got? We got this dog.
Ooh.
You got a biscuit, a bird, or a pacifier.
That looks. If that dog has a pacifier in its mouth, that'd be pretty sick. I'll go with that.
A
Why
little
not?
pacifier.
Yeah,
That's a little weird. but
that's
all right.
wacky.
What do you guys think? All right, we got an A. Nope. A B.
Oh.
I can't. I'm not gonna say it. And Ethan C. Yep, it's C. Pacifier. All right, Ethan Dufour got that one.
Who does that though?
You know, sometimes I don't know. It looks real. Sometimes
It
dogs.
kind of looks a little photoshopped.
Sometimes dogs have pacifiers. What can I say? All right. I think this is the last one. Are we ready? Here you go. What do we got? We got a topping. So, what is this burger missing? Mayo, bacon, or onion?
Missing.
Well, I guess that's a preference thing too. I mean, some people don't
Onion.
like onion and mayo.
Even if onion's not there, it's not missing. Get it out of here.
Hey,
See,
man, if you go to In-N-Out, you gotta have those grilled onions. That's all I'm saying.
You don't. They give me headaches.
They do.
Yeah. It's pretty rough.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Well, I love those grilled onions, man. What can I say? And we have a winner. Allie got it with B. It is missing bacon. Of course, it's missing bacon, because what else would be that important to be missing than bacon?
Okay.
Yeah. All right. I think that's it. So I think we have a winner. Do we have a winner? Who is it?
Jackson.
Jackson.
4.
And Jackson, and then I think Allie was pretty close with like 2 or 3, and then yeah, good job, guys. All right,
Do
Jackson.
people put mayo on their hamburgers?
I love mayo.
Really?
I put mayo. When I do a hamburger, I put everything I have.
Okay.
That's burger. Like that's normal.
Okay.
I mean, if I have pickles, onions, mustard, ketchup, mayo, bacon, cheese, I'll put all of it on there. Lettuce,
Wow.
tomato. The only thing that restricts me, Tristan, is how much I have in my fridge.
Right. Well, I like to keep the garden off my burger, so.
Well, that's how I get my salad. That's how I get my, my healthy
Okay.
food in. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So let's start this interview. Okay.
Yeah.
Got a little off to a rough start with the technology there, but that's okay. We're
Hey,
back on.
that'll happen.
It happens. All right. Tristan, here's my tough journalistic question for you today.
Okay.
Wait, where did I write it down? I wrote it down somewhere. Is it true that you were once saved twice in one day by a lifeguard at the beach?
No, I think it was 4.
Was it?
Dude,
I thought it was twice.
I think it was 4 times.
It was 4 times.
Yeah.
That was at the first beach day you went to.
Yeah.
So Tristan, the first
Yeah.
youth group event he really, and by the way, when I introduced him as the youngest youth group person, he came into youth group at 5th grade.
Yeah.
Because I think at the time the church was a lot smaller, and for whatever reason, the 5th grade class, you were the only 5th grader.
Yeah.
And there was like one other 4th grader. It was just one of those things where like your class was just real small for some reason.
Yeah.
So you were like hanging out, helping out with the 3rd and 4th graders, like teaching them lessons and doing stuff with them.
Yeah, I was like teaching them the VeggieTales songs.
Yeah, you were like helping the teachers. And your mom came to me and said, hey, Tristan's kind of bored. Do you think he could start junior high early?
Get this kid out of here. He's falling asleep.
He's falling asleep in here. Can he start junior high early? And I said, yeah, that's fine. So I think halfway through your 5th grade year, I think you started junior high youth group. Yeah. So you have the honor of being, most kids, if they start in 6th grade and they graduate when they're seniors, they'll be in youth group for 7 years, junior high and high school. You were almost 8, I think 7.5 years. So you get the record of longest high school and junior high student.
I should have failed a year to just lock it up.
But the downside is that you were young. So when we went to the beach the first time with the youth group,
I didn't really know how to swim.
Like, didn't stop you.
I knew how to swim. Like, I got the idea, but like I wasn't expecting like a rip current or anything.
Yeah, it was at Coronado Beach, and the rip current was really bad that day. And so I think the lifeguard brought you in. I'm like, oh my gosh, Tristan, what happened? He's like, oh, they had to come get me. And I'm like, dude, be careful. And the next thing I know, he came back again. I think I only saw him do it twice.
Yeah, you only saw it twice, but it was the same guy every time. Too.
So have you gotten better at swimming?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's good.
I've gotten bigger. I've gotten more buoyant. So
that's kind of how I am. I just kind of float in the ocean. Yeah. The lifeguard starts using me as a flotation.
Yeah.
And you also got like super sunburned that day,
dude.
You were he looked like a tomato, man. It was so bad. His mom's like, put sunscreen on when you get there. And I asked him, I did. You put sunscreen on? He's like, yeah. And then you immediately went in the water.
Yeah.
So it all washed off.
Yeah.
Yeah. So kids, if you wear sunscreen, you gotta let it soak in for a little bit. You don't jump in the water. Anyways,
also reapply.
And reapply after you get out of the water.
If you're gonna be there for like 10 hours, use the sunscreen more than once.
Reapply when after the 3rd time you've been saved by the lifeguard. Make sure.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
All right. So tonight we're gonna talk about a topic of honesty, which I've always heard is the best policy. Is that true?
I guess.
So what do you know about honesty, Tristan?
Well, I know that being dishonest is bad.
Yeah.
And it does not work out for you. I've done that a lot in the past, and I've come to find that it causes issues from time to time. And I also know that as Christians, we're called to be honest, and it makes life easier because the truth is going to come out eventually. So.
Even if you think it'll be your secret forever, it's even if that's true, it's going to eat away at you, and then eventually something will come out. Yeah. So I mean, there was a time in your life where you were telling me that you really that caused a lot of problems for you, right?
Yeah. Was it GCU? I made it one whole year before they said go home.
In college, yeah. So tell us a little bit about like what happened. Like how did dishonesty affect you in college?
So like I was like struggling in classes, and, like didn't really ask for help. And then like, mom and dad check in every once in a while, like, hey, how are classes? And I didn't want to be like, oh, they're not going so well. So I was like, oh, they're great. But I had like stopped going to the class like 2 months ago. So it was not going great.
Yeah. None of you have ever lied about your homework or your school.
No.
I remember one time I was supposed to do a book report. It was like 5th grade. I was supposed to do this book report, and for some reason my mom never got the sheet about it, and I knew she didn't, so I just didn't tell her. I just didn't do the book report. But I did not sleep like the whole week leading up to that book report because I knew I wasn't doing it. I was sweating it, and then the day of the book report, I was like freaking out. I broke down and told my mom I should have just done it the whole time. If I would have just been honest and done it, it would have been a lot better.
And I'm sure like you could have gotten away with like a Dr. Seuss book too. So.
Hey, what are you trying to say?
No. I'm just saying like. Hey.
Yeah, it wasn't even a big deal, but I lied and said I didn't have anything to do and I didn't have any homework, and I really did. Yeah.
Hey, that'll get you.
Yeah. So that's what happened to you. You kind of, and once you started saying, oh yeah, things are fine, as we often do.
Well, I mean, because you don't want to like admit that not everything is fine. So.
Yeah. And where does that ultimately lead? Like, what happens after you go down that road?
A lot of anxiety and not great.
Yeah.
It actually says in Proverbs 12:25.
Wait, hold on. Let's turn there. Which one is it?
Proverbs 12:25.
All right, turn with me to my Bible's upside down. That's not gonna work. Turn to Proverbs 12:25. Proverbs. It's by Psalms.
It's near there.
Yeah. All right. So what does it say?
It says, anxiety in the heart of man causes depression, but a good word makes it glad. So,
Yeah.
because I wasn't being honest, I was anxious. And as we learn in this verse, that leads to depression. And as I learned in real life, that leads to depression. One thing led to another. And then next thing I know, I'd already stopped going to classes and I was going like to $5 baseball games, which...
Yeah,
that's on me,
So you're like, class or a baseball game?
Yeah, and like love the baseball, so I went to the baseball games. But then I stopped going to church because I knew that what I was doing was wrong. So, and I didn't want to hear that what I was doing was wrong.
Yeah.
And after that, pretty much I didn't get out of my bed except to watch Netflix for a couple hours a day.
Jeez, man, that's a dark place.
That's not where you want to be.
No,
but,
maybe in quarantine it's okay, but in life, no.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, and I remember helping you at the end of that time. I didn't know what you were going through beforehand because but eventually you got out of that. You were able to rise above that. How did you do that? What helped you in that?
Coming back home and being at church, being around you guys. Really?
Yeah. Well, and
it's kind of
and what you were telling me earlier is finally being honest with God.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Because when I came back to church, it was God was really pressing on me, hey, we got business to handle here.
Yeah.
So, instead of running away from God.
Yeah.
The dumbest place to hide is in the pew. And that's what I was doing.
Yeah.
So
it's so funny how when we mess up, our first thought is to run away, not tell anyone, to run away from God. But in reality, God's there with open arms, hey, no, I'm not mad at you. I want to help you through this.
Yeah.
I have the best things for you.
Mm-hmm.
And yet we go, no, we don't want to tell you what we did. And he's like, I already know. It's not like he doesn't know. Our whole lives we're going to struggle with that idea. In our flesh, we want to hide. But in reality, God says, hey, bring it into the open.
Yeah, and I went from nothing's wrong to, okay, maybe there's something wrong, but if there is, let me fix it.
Yeah, that's true.
And that doesn't work either.
That doesn't work either,
yeah. Then when you finally give it to God, it's what was I doing?
Yeah, it feels so good when you finally give something to God and let it go, and you're you take that weight off of you and just trust that He
sleep again.
Sleep at night,
It's better.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, the part of that verse in Proverbs where, but a good word makes it glad.
Yeah.
God was telling me that I had to face what was going on and be honest with Him, be honest with myself and my family.
Yeah.
Excuse me. That is the Dr. Pepper just got me.
Hey, at least you're being honest.
Oh, well, you gotta. That's kind of what this whole thing's about.
All right. So what you were sharing a couple other verses that you had that helped you through it, or
So another one was, "Do not lie to each other, since you have taken off your old self with its practices."
That's a good one. What's the reference for that?
It's Colossians 3:9.
Colossians 3:9. Let's put that in the comments so people can look that up. So say it one more time.
Do not lie to each other, since you have taken off your old self with its practices. So
I like that.
Pretty much what it's saying is when you become a believer, you become you're a new person.
Yeah.
And the habits of the person that you used to be are supposed to die.
Yeah.
And it doesn't always work that way, but
it can.
Yeah. You're supposed to, try and all the things that you're doing that aren't right.
Right. And what's great about being a believer and following Christ is there's never a time where we need to hide anything. We never need to hide anything. If anything happens or we stumble, if you're a Christian, you already have forgiveness available.
Yeah.
So there's no reason to ever hide. Whereas if you're not a believer, there's a reason to hide lots of things. You have to put on a good face. You have to pretend like you're all put together, even though behind closed doors you're not. But as a Christian, it's the opposite. It's, hey, if I mess up, I'm going to come straight to God, and He's already going to forgive me.
Yeah.
So there's never a time as a Christian where we have to be hiding. We
Right.
can always be honest with God. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I think of when I think of a new creation. If you're new creation, you don't have to hide anymore.
Right.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Just
So
whatever-
you said
whatever-
there was
whatever
also
we got.
Psalm 56 you were mentioning
Right.
earlier too.
Okay.
So why don't you read
Yeah.
that one for us?
Yeah, so Psalm 56:3 says,
Psalm 56:3, if you want to look it up. Yeah.
says, whenever I'm afraid, I'll trust in you. Like, the answer is always God, right? And like I was saying before, I really didn't start to feel better until I got back home from school and I was back at church and helping out in the youth group.
Yeah.
Just like to have God's presence back in my life.
Yeah.
Because when I was at college, like I wasn't going to church, I wasn't reading my Bible daily.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for me, it took me more failure.
Hey, sometimes it does for all of us, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was skipping classes and lying about it again when I was back home and going to Grossmont. And that led to some pretty scary anxiety attacks, actually. And had one when I was driving.
Yeah.
And, you know, like those big, like Ford, like F5 million or whatever.
F5 million, yeah.
I was driving, right, and I'm having this anxiety attack. All of a sudden, like, I snap out of it or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, me to the wall away, like in the wrong lane.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so
That's never good.
that was definitely a wake up call. Like, hey,
Yeah.
let's get it together, huh?
Yeah.
And yeah,
And-
I finally got it into my head that just being honest the first time, you know, is way better than lying and then feeling horrible about it later.
Yeah. And you know, sometimes we set ourselves up where we feel like we're not allowed to be honest about things. But
Right.
like, hey, if you're struggling in school, no one's going to be, if you really think about it.
Yeah.
Like if you could tell if you could go back in time, you could tell yourself this. Like,
Yeah.
hey, it's okay to struggle with school and to be able to get help or not, if maybe that's not for you. Maybe you're studying the wrong the wrong
Yeah.
major or whatever. And if you're in, high school and junior high and you're struggling with a class, like the worst thing you could do is hide it from people and pretend like everything's fine. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's always going
for
to catch
sure.
up to you.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
yeah.
And that goes with relationships, it goes with jobs, it goes with life. The worst thing to do is to hide problems. If you have a problem, you can face it head on, right? And you can face it head on because, like the verse says, whenever I'm afraid, I'll trust in you. So if we trust in God, we can face those things head on. And I remember that's what we talked about after you had that accident. You were like, yeah, I got to deal with this head on.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Deal with the problem, not the truck.
Well, yeah, that was already nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think God gives us warnings and He gives us opportunities to get back on track.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's important for us to confess things to God, like you were saying, and ask Him for that forgiveness.
Yeah.
You have to trust that what He's gonna use, that He's gonna use our struggles for good.
Yeah.
And just
And He always
trusting
does.
it. Yeah.
He always
And
does.
you always come out the other side like,
Yeah.
well, if I would have just gone to God first, like this would have been so much easier.
Yeah, I know.
It's
Well, that's the learning part. So
Yeah.
now that you know that from that experience, now next time, hopefully the goal is that you come to Him quicker.
oh yeah.
Yeah. So what would you encourage everyone that's listening to take away from this or to think about?
Just not to be afraid to admit that you have problems.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know, like a big thing for guys is you have to like toughen up. Everything's okay. I can deal with it.
Put on a strong face or whatever.
It's
Yeah.
nah, man.
Yeah, don't do that.
It's
A
not
real man admits if he's struggling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
And then there's
you have
things for girls where they're like they have to put on like they have to have a certain personality to them. They're expected to do certain things.
Right.
That,
And I don't know about that because I'm not a girl.
Well, I know,
just,
but
yeah.
it was so
Yeah.
just like the guys have to put on a tough face.
Yeah.
There's things that girls are expected to do as well that they sometimes struggle with. So, and I think that's an important point to make is that every one of us is going to have things that we don't want to admit that we struggle with and that we don't want to be honest about.
Right. For sure.
But of course,
Yeah.
God says, hey, be honest with me. Mm-hmm. And it really, he can't do any work in our lives until we're honest with him.
Right.
That's the thing. It's like, until we're completely honest with this topic in our life, God can't really help us through it if we're going to hide from him. So, yeah.
Yeah. You can't play hide and seek with God. He's very...
First of all,
he's
he already knows where you are.
Yeah.
And second of all, he can't do anything with you if you're hiding from him all the time.
Yeah.
It's true. You can't play hide and seek with God. It doesn't work. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, anything else you'd like to close with or anything else? Jones? Got it? Okay.
Yeah,
so
no, that's it.
So honesty, guys, just, hey, maybe this is something that, maybe this talk spoke to you. Maybe there's something that you haven't told family or friends about that you're struggling with. I encourage you guys, if there's anything that you're worried about, you're struggling with, go to somebody you trust and let them know, and then also pray and give it to God. He's always faithful and just to forgive. That's Jesus' job. Jesus' job is he's sitting at the right hand of the Father, waiting to make intercession for you and forgive things that you are struggling with in front of the Father. That's literally what he's doing right now. So don't waste that opportunity if you're struggling with anything. You can also call me and talk to me. I'm still available at church if you need to talk about anything. So thanks, Tristian, for being on the show. Before you leave, we have a couple of talents to show.
Right.
So we're going to show those in just a minute here and get a winner on our talent show. So let's see what we got.
Just do it.
You can edit the video
anyways. Okay.
First, you gotta get a phone. Then you gotta point the.
You gotta make it darker.
Oh, you can't do that. It's hard, okay?
I'm gonna jump over the chicken.
You gotta make the line darker.
What? I said that the cookie's gone. Okay.
Chickens can't talk.
Okay, so it's calming down. Now we put them. You're gonna put them on the side. So yeah, I put them on their side. Okay. Then you put their beak to the ground. And draw a line in front of their beak. And then slowly let go. Slowly let go, Jackson. And then one more time.
Guys, that's too many lines.
Okay, no, go. She should, and she just stay there. She should just stay there.
Walk away.
She'll just stay there until we
Walk away, Jackson. Walk away.
for 1 minute. Oh, there we go. Now she's starting to wake up. This says to give her a little nudge.
Hey, you gotta go.
All right, that was Ethan and Jackson hypnotizing a chicken, and it's kind of funny. It kind of works. Okay, well that was our runner-up video. The winner this week is Allie Touchoff with her awesome, I think it's toast. She made a toast keychain charm. So we'll see that video. Okay. All right, that was pretty cool. Allie made an awesome little toast keychain. So Allie, you're gonna win this week, so we'll send you a gift card, and then of course Jackson, you won the game. We'll send you a gift card as well. Good job. Let's see, a couple of things. Don't forget to tune in on Sunday, 8:30 or 10:30 for Gary's main service. We're gonna be talking about the new kingdom of heaven, Jerusalem. That'll be pretty cool in Revelation 21. And then make sure to get me if you have a talent for this week coming up.
Right.
I'm praying that we get back to our real church soon, but we got at least a week or two more.
Awesome.
So send me a video or a talent by next Thursday. I think I have the cutoff by 5 p.m. next Thursday to get into the video. And that's it. That's a wrap. So Tristan, thanks for being on the show.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for having me.
Keep rocking that sunscreen and swimming.
Yeah.
All right. Good night, guys. Miss you.